Hello everyone, it is Jamie here from Embodied Badassery, and for this video we are going to explore how do we surrender to intensity, because let's face it, there are many aspects of our sexual experience that are intense. You know, the pleasure can be intense. Sometimes our emotional range can feel really intense. So I want us to explore, how are we with intensity? Like, what do we feel and what do we do when things get intense? Are we able to move through? Do we push through anyway, even if our bodies are saying stop? Or can we find a way that feels good for our bodies and ourselves to surrender into the intensity? Because when we surrender into that intensity, especially in a sexual experience, especially when it's pleasurable, because I know some of you will know what I'm talking about, when that pleasure is so great, it's almost like you're gonna either explode or die. You know, what do we do? How do we do that? So let's explore in our bodies how we surrender to that intensity. And I just had to get up here on this great big comfy bed. It's not my bed, but this great big comfy bed, and I thought, hell, why not? Let's do it up here. Let's surrender to intensity on a beautiful bed. You don't have to, you just need a little bit of floor space. And for those of you that are familiar with yoga, the form that we are going to be using is the pigeon pose. So again, this is a more classic yoga posture or form, but we're going to explore what is intensity to us. Okay, so the best way to come to a pigeon pose is to come up on all fours. Okay, so as you come to all fours, you're gonna slide, I'm gonna use my right, slide your right knee up to your right wrist. And after you slide that right knee up, you're gonna open the foot and try and take the ankle up as close to the left wrist. And then slide your back leg straight. Okay, so this here is proud pigeon. But we're gonna take it down a notch. See if you can come onto your forearms. And if you can come onto your forearms, see if you can lay all the way down, resting your head. Okay, taking whatever is the most intense variation for you. I'm going to turn to the side so you can get a side view in case you're not a yoga person and you haven't ever done pigeon, so you can see what it looks like the other way. For those that know what it is, stay where you are. So a side view of pigeon is, again, leg up, leg back, and down. Okay, so that for you is pigeon. Okay, so once you are in pigeon, wherever you are, finding whatever degree of intensity that you can handle, and I'm gonna stay like this so I can talk to the camera. Okay, so as you're here, first and foremost, breathe. Breathe into your body. Now, as you breathe into the space of your body, what do you feel? And I often say, if I teach this pigeon pose in a normal yoga class, this is the one pose where if you're gonna curse or swear, this will be the pose you're gonna curse or swear in, because it is intense. So as you're coming into this intense space in the body, first of all, I want you to recognize, do you stay in this form because I am telling you to stay in this form? Do you know when to come out of the form for yourself? And that's an important lesson around how we surrender to intensity. Because only you know when it's the right time to come out. So if you take this to your relationships and how you are in the bedroom, can you differentiate in your body, and are you able to honor that place in yourself when you know it's time to stop? Are you able to breathe in and actually surrender, coming back into that really intense space? Because if we can allow ourselves to really surrender to that intense space, we take ourselves to new levels of vulnerability. We allow ourselves to be seen. We allow ourselves to completely and fully unravel ourselves. We can allow ourselves to be entered in, or we can do the entering in, depending on what's going on. So this here is the culmination of a lot of things with our sexual experience. Because intensity comes with sexual experience. Those heights of pleasure, those maybe lows of expectations not quite being met. So notice if you're still breathing. Notice if you're still in the form or if you've come out. All right, so if you've not broken form yet, please break form and breathe. Do the other side in your own time because you want to equal that sensation out for sure. That's quite a big one for your hips. And again, really take the time to explore the form in your own time where you can really feel into that space, really noticing how you allow yourself to surrender. What comes up for you? Does flight or fight come straight up for you? Do you just do you numb out? Do you numb out when things get intense? Do you check out mentally? These are all ways that we have these mechanisms for surrender. What's your mechanism? So anyway, I hope that you have a really brilliant, badass day or evening wherever you are in the world. And as always, I send you my love and I will see you on the flip side.